Definitely, this person is definitely not in your city, like somewhere far away. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's been a minute. So this is a love reading for singles, which means if you're in a relationship, you should really be watching a different video and not watching this video. But hey, who am I to judge? Really quickly before we start, if you want to attract love into your life, you just gotta focus on you. I keep learning that over and over and over again. The more shadow work you do, the more inner child work you do, and the more you discover your own needs and wants, the better shot you have at attracting the right person, mainly because you know what it is you need. You can't just say like, I want a car and not specify what the car is, like what brand, what color, what specs. You can't be willy-nilly about your wishes to the universe. The same thing with a person. I would encourage you to really dig deep and figure out those things for yourself. The other thing is, I highly encourage you to check out 21 Days Major Arcana and Find Your North Star. And for those of you guys that have already taken those classes with me, you know that now I am offering business coaching for people who want to really level up and turn their passion into a full-time career. I've been through that. I've helped other people go through that. Applications are open currently for August cohort. So if you're interested in checking that out, description in the link below. Thank you in advance for all the likes, comments, shares, and subscribes. And let's get to your reading. Pile 1, are you ready for your reading? Let's take a look. I'm really excited because these are fat stack of cards, and I haven't read this many in so long, and we have an interesting order today. All right, saving some of the best cards for the last. Let's go. Okay, so we have 9 of Pentacles upright, 5 of Wands upright, 6 of Wands upright, so far so good. 7 of Pentacles reversed. 8 of Cups upright, and then 5 of Cups upright. Oh my goodness, such a strong start to the reading. I love it. Okay, we have some earth energy here, lots of water. So Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces all apply. You've been alone for a bit. You've been single for a hot minute with a 9 of Pentacles upright. I feel like you've been more focused on just meeting new people, dating new people, seeing what's out there. I don't really feel like you were focused on hunkering down on someone. The thing is, even if you think you're pursuing a relationship, right? Like if you're subconsciously not really prepared or ready to commit, you could just end up attracting people who are just like that. So if you're like, well, I'm ready to commit, but I keep attracting people who are not ready to commit, that's because, my friend, on some level, you are not ready to commit. I'm just saying, you attract what you are. And I know there's somebody out there who's gonna like listen to this and go, that's such a toxic thing to say. Hey, I don't make the rules. It's true. You attract what you are. So you've been alone for a little bit. What's really interesting with this 6 of Wands and 7 of Pentacles energy, though, is that I think you're starting to realize that you have to move forward in life, but you're still kind of resistant towards the work. Now, what is the work, right? And the work really is discovering your needs, discovering your truth and your authentic self, and recognizing that like maybe you don't really want a guy who adores you. Maybe you actually need someone practical. Or on the flip side, maybe you've been going for people that are way too practical, but you need some passion and love and romance. So this combination really speaks to me about recognizing that in order for you to get results, you got to resolve some, I don't want to say limiting beliefs. This is not limiting beliefs. It's more work, like work that you have to put on yourself, like work that you have to do. And the other thing that I'm also just hearing is that you're starting to realize that work that you have been doing was not the kind of work you should be doing. 7 of Pentacles is all about the labor, but it's reversed. So the fruits did not bear. It did not come to fruition. So you're like, okay, all these like dating advice, all these like, dating gurus or coaches I've been listening to, maybe they're not like really high vibe, or maybe they can't offer practical advice that actually applies to me. So I think you're bumping into what I would say, I guess, reality of outgrowing people that you've been taking advice from, but are just kind of full of shit and like not really for your highest good, if that makes sense. Because I am feeling from this pile a lot that you have been doing the work, you've been actually trying, but you're not able to find that person that can like help you overcome whatever that like hiccup is. For some of you guys, it could be a therapist. That's just not very helpful. Just saying. So moving forward, I get the 8 of Cups and then the 5 of Cups. So there's definitely love coming in, which is why I was so happy. This person doesn't seem to be from your hometown. This person doesn't even seem to be from your whatever city or state you're in. This feels like a long distance relationship. This feels like, it almost feels like you're on a trip somewhere. Maybe you're about to move, but like right before you're about to move, like you meet somebody new who's just visiting town, but they're not from like where you live, and you just like hit it off and like you fall in love. This feels like an instantaneous, like, holy shit, I was on my way out, but then I met you and there's a real connection here. It just seems like one person moving in, one person moving out, that kind of a connection. Definitely, this person is definitely not in your city. They're not anywhere near you. They're like somewhere far away, but they're about to come into your area and you're about to meet and you're about to fall in love. I'm not even making this up. I get so much crap on TikTok for saying 5 of Cups is about true love, and people are like, 5 of Cups is a sad card. I'm like, you don't know what you're talking about. You got your information from the internet. I get my information from Secret Sauce. So there's definitely true love coming in. Let's see what the guidance cards say. By the way, like this is the first part of like your singles forecast, like what's ahead of you in terms of love life. Like there's more fleshed out reading as far as like what's the truth, this connection, what's going to happen. That's in part 2. So first of all, let's look at what kind of person this is. Okay, bully. Before you freak out, just bear with me. Nothing is yet set in stone, and the creator. Ooh, okay. So I feel like this person is like a really strong manifester. Like don't take the term at face value. Like this card is just really about people who seem overpowering and have a strong personality. But every archetype has a light and a shadow attribute, and I would say a bully is just disguised insecurity, right? Like bullies just have deep-seated insecurities, but they try to like pretend like they don't have them. That's why they like act like bullies. So don't worry about the title so much. To me, this just screams someone who has a potential to actually be a protector because they have such strong traits. But this person knows what they want. I feel like when you guys meet, it's going to feel unclear what the future holds. And I know that sounds like duh, like with any connection, it's unclear, right? But what I mean is like immediate future. Like this person might be just traveling through town and like, hey, I'm just checking out the city. I don't know if I'm really moving here for sure. Or maybe you might be on your way out, but you're not really sure if you're on your way out. Like there seems to be like I don't know where I'm going to end up. Do you know where you're going to end up? Like both of you guys not being sure. So even though the feelings are genuine and even though the connection is genuine, I actually feel like there might be a huge question mark around logistics, like where each of you are going to end up. But this person, I feel like, is going to, they're going to try really hard to manifest you with the creator card. I'm actually feeling like this person, their one saving grace of this archetype is that like they know what they want, they're going to go for it, they're not going to budge, they're not going to like compromise. And they're going to realize the minute they see that they want to make it work. Let me drink some tea here. There's something stuck in my throat. So they're going to start doing something that they've never done before, which is starting to compromise for you. Well, maybe I can like, see where you're going and follow you there. Or maybe I can try to move to the city or move to wherever you're at for like a temporary period of time and see how I like it, but just make my decision faster. There is something about this person. I feel like even though I mentioned water and earth, this person feels very fiery to me. So they could have like a fire moon, like an initiator, very like cardinal light, like Aries, like wanting to like make shit happen and expedite the timeline so that you guys can be together, which is really dope. So I actually have more cards on the situation. I'm surprised there's no major arcana cards came out. It's unclear to me like whether or not this is going to be like, I have no idea what kind of tone this relationship will take, but I do think that once you guys meet, you're gonna have to make decisions together to move forward. But you're definitely not gonna stay single. It's very clear to me that you're gonna move forward and like become a pair. So I have these deck of cards that speak to what the relationship will look like and how it will unfold. So if you would like to watch this portion, this is for members only. So there's a link in the description below where you can access this part too. However, if you just want to stick with this part, the first part, what I want you to know is that there is true love coming your way. I'm like so curious. Like I'm surprised there's no major arcana cards that came out, but I feel like it'll be an earth or water sun sign with like a fire moon or something, or a fire rising. That's the sense that I get. Anyway, I hope this reading resonated. I hope to see you in part 2. Otherwise, it was a pleasure reading for you, and I hope to see you at your next video. Take care. Bye-bye. Pile 2. Let's look at your love life forecast. Okay, so I have a fat stack of cards. These are going to be divided into part 1 and part 2. Let's look at what's been going on with you. All right, so we have the Hermit upright, Virgo energy, 10 of Cups upright, Strength reversed. I love these cards. Like, you can't get these anywhere. Like, I think I got one of the last few decks. Love it. Star upright. It's so simple. My Virgo rising just goes crazy for this stuff. The Magician upright. The Lovers reversed. Oh my God, what is going on with this pile? 9 of Cups reversed. What in the freaking world? Look at, like, check out these major arcana cards. Holy crap. It's so funny because pile 1, like, almost had no major arcana. It just almost seemed like too mundane. But then in the member only portion of the video, like, it kind of came out like, what's up? So that was juicy. Anyway, so I get Virgo energy here, Leo, Aquarius, and Gemini. Sun, rising, Venus, Mars, but doesn't have to be. So just put a, like, just take note of it, but don't be upset or don't get like hung up on the signs. All right, so interesting. This pile, whoever's watching this, has been in situationships, or you've been in a relationship that you were lonely in. You were in a partnership or a relationship, but not really. Like, your partner did not tend to your needs. I'm also feeling like for some of you guys, this was a long-term marriage and you just felt like your partner was stonewalling you and like you were just alone with the Hermit and the 10 of Cups. It's like one of those, like, yeah, we're happy together. We're good together. But really deep down, you're just like, you're suffering. I'm also getting this feeling that like this is the situationship scenario. What I'm also getting is that like maybe you've been waiting for someone to commit, or maybe you've been waiting for someone to finally just like admit how they really feel about you, or like admit to you like what it is you share and what it is you have going on between you two, but like they never did. So you feel like you're in this like unrequited love situation, but you're not. Like, I just feel like you've been gaslit. Like, I feel like this person just like took whatever they can from you, like siphoned love and affection and adoration, but then like didn't give you like the title or whatever. And you're maturing and you're growing up and you're realizing like, you know what, we could have this crazy ass connection, but if I'm not getting my needs met, like it's a fake relationship. I also feel like whatever situation you were involved in, you're realizing that like having an intuitive and telepathic connection is just not enough. And that's maturity. So many people hold on to people because there's a connection. Connection is not enough. It's just not enough. End of story. Yeah. Not going to negotiate that point. But we have this connection. Shut up. No one cares. It's if they're not showing up for you on a 3D level, they're not real. Sorry. Okay, so then we have the Strength reverse and the Star. The biggest turning point for you here archetypally is that, because this is you're going through a major shift in life in general. I know this is like a love reading, but in general, you as a person, you're growing and evolving. That's why this is happening. You're starting to tell yourself like, I deserve better. I can do better. I shouldn't feel guilty for wanting more. and desiring more. And I believe that I have a brighter future ahead of me. I feel like for so many of you guys, for so long, you've been like in a dark place because you felt like this person that you were with was the best you can do. And maybe that's the best you deserve. But you're really starting to challenge that notion and go like, maybe I do deserve more. Maybe I can do better. You know, so raising the standards for yourself and having more hope for yourself. And the strength reverse tells me that you know it's going to take a lot of work. You know it's going to take a lot of deprogramming and deconditioning yourself to like really get away from someone that's toxic or not giving you what you need. But you're rising to the occasion. You really want to challenge yourself to push and grow and take this on. And by take this on, what I mean is like, it could be something as small as like being on dating apps. Literally setting up for dating apps and going like, maybe I'll just put myself out there and like see who's out there. Or it can be as big as finally ending that other connection, setting your boundaries. And you don't have to like verbally end it. You don't owe anybody an explanation. It could be just like a psychic ending, right? Where you go like, I'm just going to give this a funeral on my own and pretend the situationship just died on its own because I deserve it for myself. Like they don't need an explanation. Like I'm just giving myself closure. And that process hurts, but I see many of you guys doing that, which is super cool. I also want to make it very clear that the star card was right in the middle of the pile, I think. So that means that like you are just in general feeling very optimistic and hopeful about the future and what's ahead of you. Or I mean, like what's in store for you. Moving forward. Okay, so there is someone coming in. Thank God. And this person screams Gemini energy. And if it's not Gemini, it could be any of those like other, you know, weird like dual signs like Pisces, hello, or like Libra. A lot of air. There's definitely a lot of air. So just take out the Pisces, more like Libra, Gemini. This person's super intelligent, super smart. It's unclear to me how you guys will meet. In pile 1, it was like obvious how they were going to meet. In pile 2, it's not as obvious. I actually feel like okay, so the biggest downside with this person is that they're going to be super indecisive. They're going to be attracted to you. It's definitely going to be a thing. It's definitely like you guys are definitely going to become like close, romantic, you know, intimate, whatever. But this person I just feel like may not be able to make up their mind. I feel like for some of you guys, you already know who this is. They can't make up their mind on what it is you want. Or sorry, what it is they want, but they know that they want you around. So this almost feels like the universe is kind of putting you through another test of whether or not you can set proper boundaries. But you're going to be their wish fulfilled with a 9 of Cups reverse, and you're not even going to know because they're not going to tell you that. That's why it's reversed. Oh, I'm sorry. Why does it have to be like this? I mean, there's more cards, so we'll see in a second. But there's definitely someone coming in. I just heard they have an IQ of like over 160 or something, like basically genius level. Like they're so smart, and maybe that's their problem. Like they're so smart that like they can't make up their mind. That's actually a thing, by the way. If you overanalyze every possible outcome or scenario, like you end up like getting nowhere. This is them. One thing I'm hearing about this person is that they definitely know they don't want to be alone. And when there is that instant attraction and pull with you or towards you, they're going to be like, I want this person in my life. I just don't know in what capacity. I feel like this is one of those scenarios where you have to like draw the line in the sand and be really, really firm because you already were in a situation that you didn't want to be in. You don't want to get into like something else that's similar, right? It's not going to be the same, obviously. It's going to be actually totally different. But what is similar is that you're dealing with someone who may not be completing your needs. It could be a different need this time they're not completing, but there is still some level of not completing your needs. So unfortunately, I do feel like you're about to go through another cycle of a lesson, but it doesn't have to be a lesson. It could work out in your favor is what I'm getting. Actually, okay, hold on. Let's look at the archetype card. This is like who they are when you first meet them. Ooh, addict. This person runs away from their problems. Helps you recognize and confront addictive behavior. Okay, so this person is going to come into your life to show you what you're addicted to. So interesting. and they themselves would be an addict. They could be addicted to like food or, you know, entertainment, stuff that's basically a waste of time. Oh, for some of them, I'm hearing that like because they have like racing thoughts and so much anxiety, which is like common for like, you know, high functioning people, they take a lot of meds to like slow themselves down. And that can really fuck with their decision making capabilities. So I know you're watching this and you're probably like, how's this a good reading? But I have more news coming. So just get prepared to have this person come into your life, because I am actually getting that this will be a very good intellectual match. Like you guys will actually like really like spar and contend together and like challenge each other. I think where you will like bump in against each other is truly the, what do you want? You know, from The Notebook, where Ryan Gosling tells like Rachel Adams, like, what do you want? It's like, it's going to be like one of those like, okay, like we like each other, we're attracted to each other. So what now? What are we? It's going to become that. But the biggest saving grace in all of this is that you are starting to recognize that you can do better and deserve better. Also, the other guidance card that I get for you guys is you are good enough. This is the second time the Virgo card came out, and the Weaver. So, this is so interesting. I actually feel like for you guys, because the person that you're attracting has addict tendencies, and also because they are so intellectual, I feel like they can very easily, not gaslight. All right, they might try to gaslight you or manipulate you or like control you without having you find out about it. So what Spirit is really saying is like, when you meet this person, there is genuinely potential for it to grow and become a thing, but you got to be able to like take a look back at your life experiences, look at every single moment that's led up to this current moment where you meet this person and go like, okay, I've learned this in the past, and therefore I recognize this pattern or this red flag in you, and I will not allow it. And keep like having a lot of self-love and self-respect is actually going to help this relationship succeed, is what I get. Because I feel like that's been an issue for you in the past, where you like doubt yourself or think you're not good enough. So, and that makes you very susceptible to and vulnerable to becoming a doormat, right? So once that shifts, I'm actually getting that this relationship could succeed. But I'm also, you know, I always say like intuition is all about recognizing what is a pattern to let go versus accepting a new pattern. So recognizing like what you should let go versus allow in. And in this particular scenario, it's about looking at your past patterns. This person I'm getting is a repeat of the past, but you could change the outcome this time by you, like yourself changing. This person is definitely someone, it's very similar to like someone that you've dealt with before. Actually, like the more I like synthesize a reading, I actually feel like it's like I said before, like another test. So this time, because you're going to be different, you're going to pass the test. All right. I hope this makes sense. I'm actually really curious where this relationship is headed next, and what it's going to be like, because life is full of twists and turns. You never know what's going to happen. So I have this member-only portion of the video, part 2. You can become a member by clicking on the join button next to the subscribe button if you're on your desktop. And there's also a link in the description below that you can follow to access this reading. So I'll see you guys there. Otherwise, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like, share, comment, subscribe. I would love to hear from you. You know what's up. All right, take care. Bye-bye. Pile 3, welcome to your reading. Let's take a look. Okay, so we have 4 of Swords reversed, the World reversed, Page of Wands reversed, King of Wands upright, the Emperor upright, Knight of Swords reversed, the Judgment reversed. Okay, this is very juicy. We have Capricorn energy here, Aries. A lot of actually all the signs really apply. There's a lot of air, fire, earth, water. I mean, it's pretty even, but the one that sticks out is Aries and Capricorn. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars. But don't worry about it if this doesn't apply, okay? I feel like many of you guys are coming out of what I hear is regret with the Four of Swords and the World reversed. Out of a marriage, out of a relationship that ended, and I don't think you wanted it to end. Or you look back and you realize the role that you played. And you're like, oh, I could have avoided that, or I could have avoided this outcome. I could have fixed it. I could have saved it. But I just want you to know there's no such thing. If it's meant to be, nothing could have or would have stopped it. So stop being so hard on yourself. I actually feel like, I know this is not part of the reading, but what I'm hearing is like time was up. The best days are behind you. So I hope you no longer sit in that grieving mode. But many of you guys are coming out of this energy of regret of kind of like, why couldn't I make it work? Why can't I hold on to a good thing? Why couldn't I keep that relationship? And, just a lot of looking backward is what I'm getting. But there's someone new coming in. Dun, dun, dun. King of Wands with the Page of Wands reversed. This person, definitely fire sign. If not sun, rising, or moon, older than you, very wise, very philosophical, mentor type energy, but young at heart is what I'm getting. I feel like this person's a communicator. This person loves to communicate, text, calls, emails, doesn't leave you hanging, doesn't leave you guessing, very open, very transparent. They have this like optimistic outlook on life. I actually like this energy quite a bit. I think the only reason why the Page of Wands is reversed is because like they're initially not going to know how to communicate with you because you're coming out of this like grieving mode. But once you're able to like, I guess be more present and be more available, then they can start, they're going to get the confidence to communicate with you more is kind of what I get. Definitely fire sign. What I like about today's readings across the board is that so far there is no loser energy. There is no guy that comes up that like can't pay the bills or whatever, or can't provide. Like all the dudes that have come up, and even women, because I can't assume even the women, men or women that have come up are all like pretty hardworking, responsible people, which I really like. And same thing goes for you, the Emperor and the Knight of Swords reversed. So so interesting. I gotta pay attention to these things, girl. Okay, so. I feel like this is going to be a slow moving connection. I do not think that this is something that will take off like that. It's not going to be hot and heavy. There is a connection. This is a love interest for sure. But I can see this person being like, I want to take things slow because I also got out of something toxic or not healthy, and I'm just not ready to just like jump into something both feet in, which is okay. Like I actually think that's a good thing. And I'm also getting that this person is going to be super attracted to you and want to move closer and move forward. But because of their past, they're going to try to pump the brakes. So this isn't really about you. This is more about them and not wanting to repeat the past, not wanting to repeat history. Knight of Swords is someone who wants to rush forward and move things along, but it's reversed, meaning they're like, oh, I can't do that anymore. Last time I married a girl or a guy, it was after like 4 months of like knowing them, and like, what did that, like that would bust. So they're recognizing that now, and they're going like, yeah, I like you, but let's take it slow. The final outcome card is Judgment reversed. So interesting. So this is going to be a brand new cycle for both of you guys, but I feel like there is some leveling out that needs to happen. So I was talking about this in a different pile, but the whole point of intuition is to help you recognize what is an old pattern versus something new. The whole point of intuition is to help you realize what to let go of and what to accept. This is definitely something that you should accept. It's a brand new thing. It's not a repeat of the past. Like I feel like you've never met someone like this before. This like wise, mentor, older but young spirited type of person, great communicator. Like I feel like I'm literally channeling their energy and like telling you verbatim what they would say. Like, I like you, I'm really into this. I do want to commit a relationship, but just like I want to really take my time and get to know you. Like I swear verbatim that's what they're going to say. And this person's nothing like what you've met with before. However, the biggest challenge that I see for this pile with the Judgment reversed is that you guys need to curb your expectations. Like you need to curb your expectations. Often when we meet someone healthy for the first time, we're like, is this a good thing? Like, where's the toxicity? Like, where's the trauma? Where's a trauma drama? Where is this twin flamey energy? Like, I feel like you might, because you're so used to that, I feel like you're gonna look at this and go, why is it so healthy? Is this really love? It's not gonna feel like heaven or hell. It's gonna feel more like purgatory, like neutral zone. I feel like that's the biggest risk I see for both of you guys, because you're gonna be like, yeah, we like each other, we like our company, but why is there no drama yet? So undoing your addiction to drama, ironically, is another challenge that you face. But this is something that I do feel like is gonna come into your life. You're definitely meeting this person, and you also have like this stuff you have to resolve, you know, with the past relationship, like beating yourself up, regretting, like, why did I do this? Why did I do that? Why did I fuck it up? It was so easy. I had it in the bag or whatever. You got to stop that narrative. Listen, if it was meant to be, it would have worked out. End of story. I don't make the rules. So you guys have no idea how many readings I do for people who just keep talking about like someone that they broke up with like 3 years ago. I'm like, really? There are 7 billion people on this planet. Just remember that. So let's look at their archetype. Who are they? Ooh, oh, and the plot thickens. We get the shadow attribute. So, sorry, by shadow, sorry, what I meant is like it's a blank card. So, this actually corroborates the Judgment card. I feel like they're going through a major life transition. They're rediscovering who they are. They don't know who they are yet. They're old. They're older. I actually feel like this person's like late 30s, early 40s, that kind of situation. If they're young, they definitely have like an older soul, that kind of a thing. But they've hit a point in their life where they're realizing like every single moment they've lived up to and how they acted in it was like not authentic. It was like fake. So I'm getting that they are in the process of rebuilding themselves, retooling themselves, and boom, that's when you guys meet. I'm also getting have faith in your dreams. This is beautiful. Waxing crescent moon card and reflect. Wow. I'm getting this feeling that, oh, this is such a nuanced reading. I'm getting this feeling that you guys meet together to almost have the opportunity to mold each other the way the other person needs. And that's not a bad thing or manipulative thing. I know that may sound manipulative, like, what do you mean? Like, I get to mold them? Like, it's more like a second chance at having the love that you've always wanted, having the kind of person that you always wanted. Listen, whatever you had before didn't work. So here's your second chance at someone or something who's willing to grow and change and rebuild their identity. So why not make it reflect your needs? I'm literally getting second chance like over and over and over in my head. The way I've been operating, the way I've been behaving, the way I've been like going about living my life and attracting people, it's just not worked out. So who do I have to become? And you guys are each other's second chances. It's almost like you guys are gonna meet, and instead of being like, well, I've lived my life like this, and this is what I want, and I am like, whatever, pescatarian, I'm not gonna eat meat, whatever. Instead of like playing that like stubborn, like bull card, it's gonna be like, okay, this is how I've been, but I'm willing to change. My camera cut out without a warning, which is really shitty, but as I was saying, this person is not gonna be as stubborn as they used to be, and certainly their identity is not going to be fixed as it once was. So you guys have a tremendous opportunity to sort of like mold and grow together and kind of show the other person what it is you really need so that they have the opportunity to rise to the occasion and please you. All right, so I hope this reading resonated. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. And I do have a deeper, more in-depth reading if you would like a part 2. This is for members only. So please click on the join button next to the subscribe button if you would like to access this reading. And also the link is in the description below. Otherwise, it was truly a pleasure reading for you, and I hope to see you at your next video. Take care. Bye-bye.